Hello, my Ramsayers. Welcome to this video. Woo! As you read my title, we're going to be doing another Premiere Pro video. And this time, I already know what effect we're going to do. And that effect is... blurring. What? Why is my face blurred? Oh my god. Okay, I don't like this. I need to get rid of this blur. Let's fix that. Alright, much better. Yes, I'll be showing like face blurring and like other types of blurring as well with Premiere Pro. So with that being said, let's head on to the computer and show y'all how to blur things in videos. Alright y'all, we're on my computer right now and we're about to do the blurring video. And we're gonna be blurring like 3 different things. First, we have this video right here. I want to blur my face. Like, you'll see this in the intro, but I want to like blur my face. Like, I take my hands, I put it over my face, and right here, there's no blur yet, but like right here, I want a blur. And I'm like, literally like I'm confused about the blur on my face. And then, I also, like for this picture here, this won't be in the intro. There's also a way to like blur the background pictures, and I'll show how to do that. Because right now, I don't need to blur anything, but as you see, there's like black here and like black here. I don't like that in my videos, so there's a way to fix that. We have copying the picture, making the bottom picture whiter, and then adding some blur, and I'll be showing that in this video too. And also, I have this document that I had while I was at camp, which shows like anything goes activities. As you see here, my karate activity was listed, but I want to blur out like these activities right here. So for this video, we're basically gonna blur out anything that isn't the karate activity. There's also different like blurring settings here. Like I just typed in the word blur and I get like fast blur in, fast blur out, and like all these other blurs. But I'm focusing on the regression of blur and the fast blur. These are like blurs that I usually use in videos. The other ones I don't use that much at all. But these are like different blurs you can use. I don't personally use these. I want to focus on how to blur your face or anyone's face, and also how to blur an image, and then how to blur like words on the document. So yeah, first we're gonna do the face. You can use any of these, as far as I know. I'm not too sure about these. I feel like you can. Okay, no. Yeah. I would have to do more research about this because I don't know what I'm seeing here. I think I might do a blur video part 2 or something because I don't know about the rest of the blur effects. So I'm just gonna remove the attributes minus the color correction. So here, I would normally use the fast blur. In editing, I'm gonna like look up like the difference between the blurs and I guess pop in a screenshot right here of like what the difference is between each blur effect is. But right now, I'm just gonna use fast blur. And right here, I get like different kind of masks I can use. For faces, I like to use the circle mask. So I'm gonna like click on the circle mask and try to like match it onto my face. I try to like make the end of it like match where my forehead is, and then the bottom of it match where my chin is, and then the sides where the end of my face is. And right now, I didn't do much. I just put a circle around my face, and basically for here, you can mess with the mask feather, which basically makes it bigger, and then the mask opacity, basically how much you can see it, and then max expansion, basically how wide you get, and then invert, and then you get the actual blurriness. Like depending on how high you go is the amount of blur you get. You can go like really high up, I think, but I like to keep it at 100. So at this point, you don't see my face. And then you can also mess with the dimensions. Right now is at horizontal and vertical. This is what it looks like horizontal, and this is what it looks like vertical. I like to keep it at both because like it completely blurs the face, as you can see. And then repeat edges pixels. I'm not seeing much of a difference there. But basically the blur is done, or is it? Because I move my face, as you can see. Blur it. Like when I move closer, the blur is like right here. So to fix this, there's mask path. So I'm gonna go to where I want the mask to start, which is like right here. I'm just gonna click play. So far so good, but at some point when I come in closer, or right about now, I'm gonna stop because I don't like what it's doing. I'm going to like fix it here and make it like that. Like it covers my face now. And then we're gonna hit mask path forward or backwards, which looks something like this. I don't need to do that because like it just ruined what I just did. You can also hit 1 frame forward or 1 frame backwards. For now, it looks okay, so I'm just gonna hit track forward. It basically tracks the mask how you want it to. Sometimes it does take a while, but it does track the mask really good. But sometimes you have to like fix it. Like I do see my chin right here. I don't see my face, but I see my chin, so we're gonna like bring it down a bit, and then we're gonna hit track it again. Alright, at this point you basically get the idea. It's tracking the mask, and I'm gonna come back when it's done. Alright, as y'all see here, the blur is finally done. It did take a while to like track it, as you see in this time lapse here. Like, there was a few times where I had to like fix it and whatnot, and also I just like let it like run through. But as you can see here, the mask is done, and this is what it looks like when you hit play. Blurred. What? Why is my face blurred? This is how you would like face blur. And now I'm gonna skip ahead to this picture here, and I'm gonna show you how to like blur out a picture. Right now you can see I haven't messed with it. Like it's still like one picture here on the timeline. But right now I'm just gonna like quickly copy and then scale it up to like, I think 300 will do the trick. Now, as you can see, the bottom image is like bigger. Like if I move away to top one, that's what it looks like. And I'm gonna like use blur still, but in the case of pictures, I normally just use Gaussian blur. And I'm gonna like throw that into the bottom image. But this is what happens if I put it on the top image and bring out the blur. It's like 100. Yeah, that's basically what it's gonna look like. I don't want that. Like, I don't want the blur in this image at all. I want it on the bottom image. And the reason why is because when I put this on 50, and this is like basically the same thing. Like, you can still do mask and whatnot, but in this case, like, I don't want to do a blur mask, but this is what it basically looks like if I want to like blur the background image. I use this to help me with vertical videos or pictures in my videos. I don't like the black background if you like take it away. I don't like that. That's why I like to have this. Again, you can go as high as you want with this, but 50 looks pretty good for this case. I'm not sure what it would look like if I remove that and then put in fast blur. I think it looks the same, to be honest, but we'll see. Fast blur does look a bit better than Gaussian blur. I guess fast blur is what I'm going to use for pictures from now on. I don't know. That does look kind of better. And then here, I'm gonna like blur out everything but Karate with Megan. In this case, I'm gonna like use fast blur because I found out it looks better than Gaussian. And then in this case, I can either use the square mask, and it's like automatically a vertical rectangle. But you can like move around like these points here, and you can either blur out this whole section here by making this rectangle bigger, and then come in here and up into the blur to like 100. You can either do this or bring in the free jaw Bezier. But as you can see here, I get a smaller rectangle of it. We're gonna like up this to like 100, and now it looks something like this. Again, those aren't all the way like, there's like other ways to blur, like camera blur, directional blur, and all this other stuff. But I'm not really familiar with those. I just stick with fast blur or Gaussian blur. But I think I might do a blur in part 2 where I know more about the other blur effects. But I'm not sure when that will be. But those are like the two main ways I blur videos, like blur faces in videos, blur the bigger picture for vertical videos, and also how to blur text. Now, you kind of saw how I made this bigger, but I'm also gonna make a video that's like more detailed of how to like fix the black background of like videos that are vertical within a horizontal video space. But that's for another time. So for now, that's all I got for this video, and now it's time for the outro. Alright y'all, that is the end of the video. Hope y'all enjoyed learning how to blur stuff in videos. Blurring is something that I got to include in the spin wheel the first time around, and the reason why I picked it this time is because because I didn't feel like doing the spinning wheel again. I think from now on, when I do these Premiere Pro videos, I'm actually just gonna like do research on like an edit that's on Premiere Pro. Like for the longest time, I wanted to do blurring, so that's why for the August Premiere Pro video, I wanted to do blurring. For September, I don't know what I'm doing yet, but hopefully before September comes, I have something figured out. With that being said, I hope you all enjoyed, and don't forget to keep on signing. Bye!